In the blue corner, he hails from Pensacola, Florida. He brings into the ring a record of 19 wins, 2 losses, 10 of those wins coming by knockout. 24 years of age, he weighed in at 130 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lemuel Nelson. Fighting out of the red corner, he hails from Bahia, Brazil. He brings into the ring a record of 25 wins, no losses, all 25 wins coming out of knockouts. 24 years old, 130 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the junior lightweight champion of the world, Acelino Popo Freitas.
Gentlemen, you're going to give me instructions in the dressing room. Listen to and obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Good luck, gentlemen. Touch them up.
So who do you think will win the fight? Well, our HBO viewers believe Freitas, 72% at this stage. Join us on HBO.com/KO Nation and weigh in throughout the fight. Acelino Freitas loves to come out with a very aggressive style. We'll see if Nelson says he will not run away. We are set for round 1 to begin. Junior lightweight championship. Freitas in the white trunks with the blue trim. Nelson in the black trunks. Both of these fighters don't throw a lot of jabs. Power punches are their strong suit.
It seems to me that Lemuel Nelson, he said he's not going to run, but he's definitely moving. He's on the move, and it's a smart thing.
A roundhouse right by Freitas, and he catches Nelson in the side of the face.
Like I said, Freitas is looking for a knockout early. He told us in the fighter meeting that he's going to try to knock out Lemuel early.
There goes our.
25 fights for Acelino Freitas and 25 knockouts. He also told us he did not look at any tape of Nelson, said he didn't need to. He would do his destruction once he got into the ring. He said Nelson would respect the right hand.
Well, I think anybody can respect Freitas' right hand because he's got 25 knockouts. You have to be totally a fool not to respect it. I mean, he didn't get 25. If you knockout bums, friend, knockout bums 25 times, he still got 25 knockouts.
When we asked Nelson about how he was going to defend against Freitas' power, he told us it was Freitas who was going to have to worry about his power. He has a very powerful right hand as well. A big left hand and a right hand by Freitas, and Nelson is in the corner, and now he's brawling to get out.
The one major thing Lemuel Nelson is not doing, he's not utilizing the jab. I mean, he's not setting up any of his punches, any of his combinations. He's fighting Freitas' fight by being on the inside.
The jab is not one of Freitas' most common punches. Doesn't like to throw it. Fierce action in round 1, a minute to go. And now Freitas unloads with the right hand. It's turning into a slugfest. Nelson trying to catch his breath and hold on. Freitas charging in. Nelson now trying to tie it up. Freitas goes down, and it is being ruled a knockdown. It's the second time Freitas has been knocked out in his career. It happened 2 fights ago against Barry Jones. He was knocked out in the first round, came back, scored 2 knockdowns in that round and 6 for the fight, and won by TKO in the 8th. But once again, Freitas is charging, and he's caught by Nelson. But he's coming again. A big right hand, and Nelson is hurt. Nelson now trying to tie up and stay on. 9 seconds left in the round. Can Lemuel Nelson hold on in the first round? Bombs raining from Acelino Freitas. Now returning to the corner of Freitas. They speak his native Portuguese, so interpreting for us this evening will be Yuval Warshaw.
I don't want your backs on the rope either, man. Keep him in the ring. This guy's gonna come distância é sua. Calma. Certo, campeão? Jab na frente, outra sua. Tá sentindo um golpe seu. Movimenta, entra e sai, é parada, guarda tão baixo. Vulnerável agora. Inteligente, ok? Tá bom? Você é inteligente, tá bom? Calma, calma.
You're intelligent. Calm down. Slowly.
Copo de gelo, água. Vai cair na água.
All right, let's take a look at the replay of the first knockdown. And Nelson did catch him with a short right hand. Freitas was falling back. And then Freitas reloading in the round. And there he stunned Nelson with a strong right hand.
It looked to me like a kind of a slip.
Total punches in round one. Freitas unleashing 68, landing 38%. While Nelson, through 42, he landed 26, but he did score with the knockdown.
Lemuel Nelson has to get to use his jab. He's letting Freitas just walk in, throw bombs. This is Freitas' fight. This is how Freitas fights a fight. He comes forward, he throws bombs early. He looks to get you out of there. He's looking for a knockout. Lemuel right now is not boxing correctly.
Freitas is a stalker. He comes straight ahead. Nelson there tagged with a left hook. And now Nelson trying to fight out against the ropes, and he holds up. But he unloads.
Off his head, off his head.
Freitas now. The two chasing power shots. You will not see a lot of jabbing in this fight.
Lemuel Nelson needs to establish a jab. He's not establishing a jab. Freitas is just walking in, throwing bombs, landing bombs on him all day. I'm sure Coach Murkison is telling him, get on the bicycle and move a little bit. Try to get out of these early rounds.
Big right hand by Nelson, but he lost his balance, and Freitas countered with a right of his own.
That's that Roy Jones style we talked about earlier, where, you throw a shot. Like I said, right now, Lemuel Nelson needs a big punch to gain the respect of Freitas.
Nelson threw 13 jabs in the first round, 0 landed. Freitas catches Nelson in the back of the head.
Lemuel Nelson has to make sure he keeps his balance in this fight. He can't give away anything.
One of the things that Nelson told us about Freitas' style, he said he doesn't move side to side, he moves straight back. So Alton Murkison, Nelson's trainer, told us they're going to try to turn Freitas side to side. That strategy hasn't worked yet.
The reason it's not working is because he's not coming off a jab, first of all. He's got his hands down, number two, and Lemuel Nelson is not creating a situation that Freitas got to
Nelson, and Nelson is down. A big monster right hand from Acelino Freitas puts Nelson down. He had never been knocked down before in his career until now. We talked about the power of Acelino Freitas in the beginning of the fight, and he is living up to the billing. Nelson clearly hurt, trying to hold on. And now Freitas sizing Nelson up along the ropes. Nelson trying to get out of trouble. Freitas just waiting to tee off a big right hand. Can Nelson hold on for 10 seconds? Referee Dale Grable not stepping in just yet. Freitas unloading. Unbelievable. Nelson is down. And the fight, I believe, is over.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
I believe the fight is over. Freitas, though, did hit Nelson after the bell, and that blow sent Nelson crashing to the ground. Freitas unloading, landing 32 of 59 power shots, 54% in round two, to improve to 26-0 with 26 knockouts. And this young man has a bright future, Kev.
I think so. I mean, he displayed awesome punching power, which he has displayed in 25 previous fights, just making his 26th knockout in a row. I mean, fighters watching this tape, there's no room really for, they're going to see mistakes that he makes, early knockouts like this. When a fighter fights guys and he gets knockouts early in a fight, it doesn't leave room for any tape footage to watch what goes wrong. But I'm sure most of the junior lightweights out there, Mayweather, Corrales, figure certain things out.
Let's take a look at where Freitas hurt Nelson in the second round. Freitas connects on the left and then just has Nelson on the ropes, and Nelson at that point clearly hurt, and referee Dale Grable waving the fight off. Here's another angle. You can see, Kevin, at this point, Nelson is in deep trouble.
Freitas is very strong and he punches very hard. I think we could have stepped in even a little earlier than that, knowing you got a man in the ring with 25 knockouts. I mean, right here, he's taking unnecessary punches to the head. He's out on his feet. He's throwing punches out of instinct. It's just a matter of time before Freitas laid him on the canvas.
He's trying to tie up, Nelson was.
He took great punishment, but like I said, he needs to watch the tapes.
There you see Freitas clearly landed that punch after the bell.
But I mean, the referee could have stepped in a lot earlier. It took abundance of punishment.
Let's go up to Ed Lover now with the official decision. Ed?
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have official decision. At 2 minutes and 59 seconds of the second round, referee calls the fight off. The winner by TKO and still undefeated junior lightweight champion of the world, Acelino Freitas. Freitas, let's give both of these fighters a nice round of applause.
We knew that Nelson would be ineffective with the jab. Both of these punchers, not big jab throwers, but Nelson 0 for 15 in the second round, 0 for 13 in the second. Acelino Freitas really displaying his powerful right hand. He watched no tapes of Lemuel Nelson before the fight and said once he got into the ring, he would see what he needed to see, and boy did he act upon that. Acelino Freitas now will look to see if he could unify the belts. Possible contenders include Floyd Mayweather or Diego Corrales. Let's go up to Kevin Kelly now, who's with the winner.
Congratulations on this victory. Congratulations on this big win. Were you hurt when you fell in the first round?
Você se machucou quando você caiu no primeiro round? Não.
Knockdown é consequência da luta.
In the heat of fight, he was running back and he fought. You know, he didn't get hurt.
I noticed in the second round early, you took off like the first half of the round. Were you conserving your energy or were you looking for a big punch to knock him out?
No início do segundo round, você partiu imediatamente para a luta. Você estava guardando energia no primeiro ou como que foi?
Eu sei quando a mão pega, é fatal. Então eu sabia que ele vinha meio grog pro segundo round, então aproveitei o momento para acabar a luta.
He knows that if he does not hit fast, he can get hit. So he really started fast the second round.
With such an impressive win, looking so good, is there anything that you feel that you can practice or work on that you learned in this fight?
Com essa vitória impressionante, tem alguma coisa que você acha que está faltando na tua vitória? Impressionante vitória em 2 rounds. Sim.
Unificação e Hassim Hamed. Hassim Hamed, I'll run. Hassim Hamed. 2 rounds. Para correr e outro para cair.
He says that he goes for 2 rounds. One is to run and the second one is to fall down, to go down.
Thank you. Good luck. I wish you the best in your career. Now, back to you, Fran.
All right, Kevin. Acelino Freitas calling out Nassim Hamed. We'll see down the road if that fight happens. Clearly, though, Freitas solidifying that he is the real deal. Let's take a look at some of the final punch dad numbers of the Acelino Freitas Lemuel Nelson fight. We will get to that in a minute. But first, still to come, Michigan's own Bronco McCart in a rematch against Jason Papillon. But first, let's take a look at a few program reminders.
Just spit it right in there. Don't worry about it. Drop your hands. Be sharp. Change your angle. Give him that, hey, come on. And snap your punch.
So you saw the